Everyone says they want to change the world.
But not everyone will.
We are not everyone.
Happy Honda Days! We have a special gift for you. We have as low as 0% on some of our most popular models. That's right, you could be driving a 22 Honda HR-V featuring Magic Seat with long and tall modes, allowing for gear up to 8 feet long and 4 feet tall, or a Pilot with Cabin Talk. Talk to rear passengers with ease, both for just 0% or for just 1.9% for up to 5 years. Choose a 21 Honda Accord and get amazing gas mileage, 48 miles per gallon. We will see you soon at Denny Menholt, Rushmore Honda. Toyotathon is on, with great year-end deals from your favorite Toyotas. 2022 Highlander, Camry, 4Runner, and Tundra. Every new Toyota comes with Toyota Care. The value of Toyota just keeps getting better. See you at Denny Menholt Toyota, Rapid City.
Family is the fabric of who we are. The generations that came before us, and the ones that will carry on after. At Monument Health, we're dedicated to these communities because they're our communities. We're committed to building the healthcare system of tomorrow with medical knowledge and expertise you can trust, close to home. Here to care, here to connect, here for you, today and tomorrow. Monument Health.
Find your tag. Find your deal at Denny Menholt Rapid Chevrolet during our Red Tag sales event. Save a total of $2,500 with $500 Red Tag bonus cash, $1,000 customer cash, and $1,000 Menholt discount. See you soon at Denny Menholt Rapid Chevrolet for the best selection of new Chevy Silverados.
Everyone says they want to change the world.
But not everyone will.
We are not everyone.
Happy Honda Days! We have a special gift for you. We have as low as 0% on some of our most popular models. That's right, you could be driving a 22 Honda HR-V featuring Magic Seat with long and tall modes, allowing for gear up to 8 feet long and 4 feet tall, or a Pilot with Cabin Talk. Talk to rear passengers with ease, both for just 0% or for just 1.9% for up to 5 years. Choose a 21 Honda Accord and get amazing gas mileage, 48 miles per gallon. We will see you soon at Denny Menholt, Rushmore Honda. Toyotathon is on, with great year-end deals from your favorite Toyotas. 2022 Highlander, Camry, 4Runner, and Tundra. Every new Toyota comes with Toyota Care. The value of Toyota just keeps getting better. See you at Denny Menholt Toyota, Rapid City.
Family is the fabric of who we are. The generations that came before us, and the ones that will carry on after. At Monument Health, we're dedicated to these communities because they're our communities. We're committed to building the healthcare system of tomorrow with medical knowledge and expertise you can trust close to home. Here to care, here to connect, here for you today and tomorrow. Monument Health.
Find your tag. Find your deal at Denny Menhold Rapid Chevrolet during our Red Tag sales event. Save a total of $2,500 with $500 Red Tag bonus cash, $1,000 customer cash, and $1,000 Menhold discount. See you soon at Denny Menhold Rapid Chevrolet for the best selection of new Chevy Silverados.
Everyone says they want to change the world.
But not everyone will.
We are not everyone.
Pristine beauty makes Spearfish a sanctuary for those seeking the ultimate escape. Outdoor enthusiasts will find top-notch sport climbing, mountain biking, and UTV OHV trails. Guests are steps away from peaceful hiking trails and tranquil streams. Relax and rehash your day's adventure at one of our award-winning local breweries. Finding rest is an important part of any adventure. Lodging in Spearfish comes with a variety of choices, from cabins, B&Bs, and campgrounds to the comforts of your popular brand-name hotels. To find your unique adventure in Spearfish, go to visitspearfish.com now.
Star Spangled Batter on Jackson Boulevard in Rapid City, South Dakota. Famous for their delicious cakes, cupcakes, and other tasty baked goods. But did you know they're the only bakery in town to offer free consultations? Not to mention free samples when planning your big or small wedding. They also take special orders for that special party for that special someone. Check out their daily specials on Facebook or call ahead to grab some goodies for the office on your way to work. Star Spangled Batter is a proud sponsor of Rapid City sports and activities on liveticket.tv.
When it comes to protecting what matters most, keep it simple. Insure your car and home with Farm Bureau and you'll have a combined policy with one deductible that can cover it all. That means faster claim resolution and less hassle. Plus, you can save money in the long run. It's the quick way back to normal, because with Farm Bureau, you've got an agent who can make things right when things go wrong. Farm Bureau agents make insurance simple.
Call me, Tom Berger, your Farm Bureau agent in Rapid City, at 348-3470.
A lot has changed since 1962, but one thing hasn't: the hometown service you expect from Dale's Tire and Retreading. Dale's Tire has been providing quality brands and service to the Black Hills area for over 50 years, and we couldn't have done it without you. That's why we are pleased to service your vehicle, saving you time and getting your vehicle back on the road. Because at Dale's Tire, we don't just sell tires, we build lifetime relationships. Dale's Tire, Campbell Street and Deadwood Avenue, Rapid City.
Have you been in a fender bender recently? Maybe have some hail damage on your vehicle? New Miller Truck and Auto Body specializes in body repairs for cars, pickups, and semis. Located at 3030 East Highway 44 in Rapid City, New Miller Truck and Auto Body is open Monday through Friday from 8 to 5. Let their experts undo the damage you did. Call 605-342-0537. You've tried the rest, now try the best. New Miller Truck and Auto Body in Rapid City.
Right here on Fox Sports Rapid City, we get you set for game number 2 tonight. It's the Rapid City Central Cobblers taking on the Sturgis Brown Scoopers in boys basketball action. This is the J&J Truck and Auto Body pregame show presented by J&J Truck and Auto Body. For the highest quality work and hassle-free customer service, let J&J get your vehicle back on the road. That's J&J Truck and Auto Body on East Philadelphia Street in Rapid City. And Dean, as we take a look at these two teams warming up now, again, the Cobblers come in 1-5 on the season. They're 1-2 here at home. They've lost 2 straight games. Their only win against the Douglas Patriots. For the Sturgis Brown Scoopers, they are 1-8 on the season as they approach this midway point. They're 0-5 on the road, and they're currently sitting with a 3-game losing streak. Their only win this season has been against Lee Deadwood. So looking at these two teams, again, it's Class AA. It may not be a rival game, but these are two teams here in western South Dakota, both kind of in that rebuilding mode as they both try to find themselves this season. But what kind of matchup do we expect tonight between the Cobblers and the Scoopers in boys action?
Well, I'll tell you what, I'm sure both teams are coming in. I know I talked to Coach Hay last weekend in Sioux Falls, and I know Coach Buss feels the same way. It's like, hey, we got a chance here. This is a winnable game for us. Like you said, the rebuilding of both programs, and I think, Coach Buss has said, earlier this year that I don't really have basketball players. I've got some athletic players who are out here trying to play basketball. And sometimes that's not always beneficial for you, but they can play. They can make plays. We've seen them do some things, have some opportunities kind of up and down in different places. They took Spearfish all the way to a 2-point game. Spearfish is a fairly talented team, so it's not like they don't have any talent. They just got to be able to play well. They got to be able to work hard, knock down shots, get rebounds. Kind of the basic premise of basketball that we talk about every night. If they can do the fundamental things right, I think they'll be able to compete, against the Cobblers tonight. Now, the Cobblers, on the other hand, without the services of Shunsby White Woman, again, we see him out there kind of hanging out with his crew, and I know he wants to be in the game. He dislocated his patella here a few weeks ago, and they want him out on the court, but they don't need him to get out there and get himself injured. So we saw without him on the floor, they were really just struggling to kind of do anything right. So tonight is going to be a kind of another fundamental game for them. Like Sturgis, they got to be able to do the fundamental things right. And we'll talk about this when we get to the keys of the game. So two teams wanting to get that second win of the season, but it's really going to come down to, can they play the fundamental game as well as the other team does tonight?
Again, this is the J&J Truck and Auto Body pregame show as the Rapid City Central Cobblers get set to take on the Sturgis Brown Scoopers in boys basketball action. For the Cobblers, they lost last weekend to Sioux Falls Jefferson and Sioux Falls Roosevelt. We did that Rough Rider game right here on Fox Sports Rapid City, where the number one Rough Riders defeated the Cobblers 76-30 in that ball game. Cale Meisman came off the bench, had 10 points for the Cobblers, and Cooper Totten finished with 9. For the Sturgis Brown Scoopers, they played on Tuesday night against Rapid City Christian. They lost that game, a very low-scoring affair. They lost 38-33, and it was Dyson Peterson who got the start. He finished with 13 points, and then 9 each for Tyan Buss and Owen Cass. So let's take a look at our keys to the game, being brought to you by Dakota Discount RV. Find that key to building lasting family memories with a newer pre-owned RV from Dakota Discount RV. Take a look at their great selection of RVs at 2 locations. Dakota Discount RV across from Cabela's and also on JB Road in Blackhawk. Of course, the Scoopers and the Cobblers, both with only one win team. One team's going to get that win tonight. What does each of these teams need to do to get that next win?
Well, we'll start with the Scoopers. We kind of already touched on them. Being able to play fundamentals, they got to be able to knock down the open looks. They got to be able to move the basketball, and they got to be able to crash the board. If they can kind of do, again, they're not per se basketball players, but they are athletic. If they can use their athleticism to get up and down the floor, play tough defense, and crash the board, get those second chance opportunities, they'll have success tonight. On the other side of the ball, for the Cobblers, they need both more. They got to hit some shots down early right away, and then they got to be able to not turn the ball over. That's just their Achilles heel. We talk about this night in and night out for the Cobblers specifically. They just have, because they have such young, inexperienced players, and they do kind of young, inexperienced things on the floor. And sometimes you kind of shake your head sometimes. So if they can control the basketball and get those open looks and knock those down and get that momentum, I think the Cobblers will have success. And again, that's our keys to the game, being brought to you by Dakota Discount RV with 2 locations across from Cabela's and also on JB Road in Blackhawk.
So let's take a look at the starting lineups. Today's starting lineups are built by Connect Home Center. Whether it's residential or commercial, Connect Home Center has been your hometown lumber yard since 1928. We'll take first look at the Sturgis Brown Scoopers. Their starting lineup tonight for the visiting Scoopers. It looks like this. Number 0, Tynan Buss, a 5'9" sophomore guard, had 9 points the other night in the loss to Rapid City Christian. Number 10, Gavin Leitenberg. He is a 5'10" junior guard. Number 30, Jake Glean, a 6'9" junior center. Number 35, Dyson Peterson. He is a 6'5" junior. And then number 55, Owen Cass. Owen stands 6'1" and a junior. Head coach for the Sturgis Brown Scoopers is Darius Buss. Now taking a look at the starting 5 for the home team, the Rapid City Central Cobblers. It looks like this number 0, John Suarez, gets the starting nod tonight. John is a 5'11" junior guard. Also number 3, Reno Lowe, is a 6'1" senior guard. He'll start tonight. Looks like number 13, Wyatt Anderson, a 6'2" senior guard. Number 34, Cooper Cotton. He is a 6'5" junior forward. And then number 22, Caleb Meisman. Again, he had 10 points in that game last week, in that game that we had for you against Sioux Falls Roosevelt. So, Caleb Meisman, number 22, a 6'4" sophomore forward. So a little bit of a different starting lineup tonight for head coach T.J. Hayes in his 7th season.
Yeah, and he's got to be able to find those players. You know, when I talked to him, he said he's still trying to search for that guard who can kind of take care of business. And I talked about John Suarez. I thought he did a good job, at least in some of the previous games we saw. He said, yeah, it's kind of equal between Suarez, Jandarin, and Lowe as far as who's really the point guard for the team. He's still trying to struggle for that. But like you said, Caleb Meisman, great job coming off the bench for them. I'm glad he gave him the chance to start tonight.
I believe this is probably his first chance this year that he is getting the chance to start. But like you said, he's worked his way into that starting lineup based on his performance last weekend and through the course of this season. Today's officials, the law on the court, presented by the South Dakota Attorney General's Division of Consumer Protection, here to inform and assist. Your officials for the ball game: Dalton Wiedemann, Larry Osborne, and Dwayne McPherson. That is today's officials, your law on the court, presented by the South Dakota Attorney General's Division of Consumer Protection. Again, we are ready for tip-off tonight. If you're just joining us, the girls game earlier tonight, it was Rapid City Central improving to 6-1 on the year as they defeat Sturgis 55-39 was the final.
It's funny, I was watching Caleb Meisman come out here, and he reminds me so much of his brother. Just, you know, not necessarily the look, but his body language and his facial expression. You could tell that they're brothers. He doesn't look like him per se, but boy, he has his gait, his look, his movement, just amazing. And he's going to jump for the ball tonight. I think he's going to be that little X factor for them tonight.
Caleb Meisman and Jake Green in the middle to jump for both teams. There's your tip. It's controlled by the Sturgis Scoopers, going from right to left in their black uniforms with the white numbers. We'll see man-to-man defense. It's going to be Leitenberg, the basketball, hands it off the pass. Pass drives to the basket, tries to pass the ball. It goes out of bounds. He tried to dish it off to Gleam, and it's going to stay Scooper basketball.
Yeah, he drove right into a triple team and just lost the ball. I can't imagine Coach Buss like, what are you doing?
Leitenberg gets the ball into Cass. He pump fakes, puts up the shot, draws contact, and Owen Cass will go to the free throw line again, playing in playing in the low post. In the last game, he didn't play so much inside and ended up with 3 3-pointers in that last contest.
Yeah, obviously he's got that ability. He's a physical guy. He's the quarterback for the team, so he's pretty physical there. I think that second play was what they were hoping for the first time, but the Cobblers just did a great job the first time. Second time, he caught him leaning in the wrong direction.
Cass makes the first, and he'll put in the second free throw. That gives the Scoopers a 2-0 lead here as this game is underway. That last foul was on Wyatt Anderson, his first, and the team's first for the Cobblers. Here's Suarez in the right corner, passes the ball out. It's going to go to Rito Lowe. Lowe fakes left, drives to his right as the Cobblers go from right to left. Gets into the corner, trying to find Totten. Totten passes back to Lowe. Lowe gives the ball. It'll go to Anderson. Anderson. Baseline jumper is good for Wyatt Anderson.
Yeah, again, I think the Scoopers are athletic enough to match up against the Cobblers tonight. So it'll be interesting how this game, the dynamics go. Matchups.
1 minute gone by. We're tied at 2 apiece. This is Anderson down low trying to get it into Bleem. The ball is tapped out. It is loose. Bus comes away with it to keep it alive for the Scoopers. The shot clock, though, will continue to run. It's down to 15 seconds. Bus to that left side, drives the baseline. Now spins out, gives it to Bleem. Top of the key, right side to Leitenberg. Leitenberg shoots the long tray. This one off the left side of the iron, no good. Meisman grabs the rebound, and here come the Cobblers. Suarez to Lowe. Now left side to Anderson. Anderson drives once again, passes the ball to Totten along the baseline, but it's going to be a travel by Totten. I don't think he was really expecting the basketball.
I don't think so either. Just, you see the look on his face, and then he got it. He was just kind of looking around like, hey, what's this just hanging here? So we talked about those kind of lower-level type of mistakes that we get from the Cobblers and not moving their offense real well.
Leitenberg to cast. Then there's a backdoor pass to Peterson. It's going to be blocked by Meisman, but there was contact, and that's going to send Dyson Peterson to the free throw line for the Sturgis Scoopers.
I don't know if Coach Haight doesn't agree with the foul, or he didn't really look at wait a minute as he walked by, but he's like, you're getting late. You're late. When they get the ball inside, you got to be able to get there defensively. And if you don't move, hustle, work hard to get there, you get those cheap fouls.
Peterson misses the first. He makes the second. The Scoopers overall, they're 3 for 4 from the free throw line, and they lead 3-2 over the Cobblers. We'll get an illegal screen at the other end. And now that's going to be
have to sit out.
Yeah, the second now on Cale Meisman.
Yeah, you can see Coach Hank. He kind of turned over. He's kind of trying to figure out who he's going to get back into the ball game. Then Meisman just, we were so high on him, it's going to be a big X factor. Then he gets 2 quick fouls, and all of a sudden now he's going to have to sit for likely most of the rest of the first half. And it was an easy call. He stuck his elbows out there, and then he leaned his leg. Keyshawn Beasley is going to check in. Keyshawn, a 6'4" junior forward, comes in from Meisman, who has 2 quick fouls. Here's Owen Counts the basketball, gets it to the right side. Leitenberg shoots the three. It's an air ball. Beasley grabs the rebound, outlet pass to Suarez. He'll push the ball into the front court, gets it to Lowe. Lowe on that right wing, gives the ball to Beasley. Now left side, it'll go to Suarez. Suarez kicks it back out to Totten. Totten drives to his left, spins to his right, puts up the short jumper. It's good for Cooper Totten. And I think Cooper Totten has a little bit of success, and I think he kind of lives on that, but it kind of goes up and down.
It'll be Scooper basketball. They trail by 1. Cast out to Bus. Bus gives it down low. There's a pump fake by Peterson. Shot a little too strong, no good. Suarez chases down the loose ball. Again, he'll push the ball into the front court. Now he slows it down, gives it to Totten. Totten on this near side. As we sit courtside here at Howard Nas Gymnasium, they go to Anderson. Now near side, they're going to get it to Suarez. To the wing, he's looking inside to Totten. The ball is loose, but I think Jake Bleem is going to get called for the hold there.
Yeah, Totten did a great job of sealing into the inside. Bleem tried to come around the outside. He got his outside arm. The problem is he's holding the backside of him.
He is. Just like a pass interference call there.
Oh, yeah, great. He's in the football mode, isn't he?
Absolutely. So it'll be Cobbler basketball after that foul by Bleem. Suarez, right side, gets it to Anderson. Anderson down low to Beasley. Beasley back to Anderson for 3 from the corner. This one off the mark, no good. Bleem grabs the rebound. Outlet pass goes to Leitenberg. He'll push the ball to Cass in the front court. Cass down low to Peterson. Peterson trying to get the ball. And instead it's going to be Anderson who gets the steal. Anderson loses it, and it'll stay Cobbler basketball. 4:30 to go in this first quarter.
We're at 4:30, 4-3 games. It's kind of some sloppy basketball right now. I think the Scoopers have had more opportunities than the Cobblers have, but just have not been able to capitalize.
Number 14, Ridge Enhofer, a 6-foot senior, and number 23, Connor Burnt, a 5'11 senior. Check in for the Sturgis Brown Scoopers. Suarez gives the basketball to Totten on the right wing. He's looking inside, now finds Anderson slashing to the basket, and he's going to get the foul, so it'll be the basket +1 for Wyatt Anderson.
Yeah, a nice job. Anderson, pretty athletic-looking guy out there. Great job, a great play.
That foul is going to be on number 23, Connor Burnt. His first second team foul. The free throw is good for Anderson. He has 5 points now overall. It's 7-3. Rapid City Central by 4. Trying to get that second win of the season, of course, early in this contest. Here's Burnt, the basketball. Burnt drives in traffic, gives it out to Cass. He'll shoot the three. This one hits the shot clock, so that's going to be out of bounds. That'll make it Cobbler basketball.
Like I said, just not taking advantage of the opportunities. That was a great open look. They had a couple of easy ones underneath that they couldn't convert.
Here's Suarez in the front court gives it to Lowe. Lowe to Totten, top of the keys, looking inside. Instead, they go to Anderson on the left wing. Back out front to Lowe. Lowe drives to the right. Gives it to Beasley on that right elbow. Back to Lowe. Now down low to Totten in the post on the right side. Turnaround jumper is off the mark for Totten. It's tapped out by Beasley. Anderson comes away with it, but then he loses it, and now the Scoopers come away with it. Here's Burnt back to Tyen Buss. Buss right in front of us here. And I think they were going to call. It was not a timeout, but Larry Osborne thought it was a timeout.
Yeah, they yell. That's what's so confusing. The play is 5 outs. They yell that all the time, and
it sounds like timeout.
Yeah, absolutely.
3:21 to go on the State Farm scoreboard. Rapid City Central 7, Sturgis 3. Driving as the shot blocked was Tyen Buss. So the Cobblers push the ball in the front court. Here's Suarez. And we're going to get a whistle as he kicks it outside to Lowe. John Suarez was driving that time. We'll get a foul against the Scoopers.
Yeah, and, Buss back on this other end. He's a pretty athletic player. I think he's probably the only, quote, true basketball player they have on this team. But just for him to drive into the lane right in the middle of guys bigger than he is, you got to throw a shot up, either hoping for a foul or make something else happen.
Curtis Hafer and Jet Janlin checking the ball game for Rapid City Central. Hafer's three from the top of the key is no good. So the Scoopers get it back with just under 3 minutes to go in the first quarter. In the front court now, that's going to be Leitenberg. Leitenberg right side to Burnt. Now back out front. And we're going to get a holding call. This is going to be underneath. Let's see who the foul's on. Curtis Hafer with his first 14th foul against the Cobblers. Tyen Buss, Dyson Peterson. And we'll see who that looks like. Carson Pancras checks in the ball game. And Tyen Buss is ran over. That's going to be a foul against the Cobblers. Is that Cooper Totten? That's his first.
Yeah, they're just fighting for position down there. Like I said, they're just have some athletes. These guys are pretty stout guys.
Here's Tyen Buss the basketball over to Leitenberg. Leitenberg being guarded by Jet Janlin, just a sophomore. Leitenberg drives, puts up a shot, but Cooper Totten blocks it out of bounds.
That was a great read by Totten. I think he thought Leitenberg was going to dish it off, or Leitenberg thought he was going to fake him out with the dish. Totten was like,
Leitenberg 5'10", and Totten is 6'5". In over the basketball now to Buss in that right corner. They'll send it back outside to Leitenberg. He sets up the offense. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Around the screen to the left side. Now they give it to Peterson. Peterson down low to Pancras. Pancras in trouble. And it's going to be a travel on Carson Pancras.
he had nowhere to go with the basketball as he was double-teamed. So right at the double team, I thought they had the shot from the perimeter. Maybe that's not the right person to shoot, but he throws it right into a double team. Paper the basketball for the Cobblers now. Out to Totten, top of the key. Man-to-man defense by the Scoopers. Here's Totten to the left elbow. Passes back to Hafer. Hafer to Beasley. Now left side to Lowe. Lowe on that left wing. Gets in the paint. Gives the ball to Janlin. Now to Hafer in that right corner. We're down to 10 seconds on the shot clock. Beasley kicks it outside to Janlin. Janlin sits in the paint. Drives hard to the basket. And the basket +1 for Jet Janlin. And that's what you get. That's going to go on Connor. I believe it's going to go on Connor Burke. Dyson Peterson gets called with his first. It kind of looked like Connor Burke. He came flying. Really athletic kid. Great running back. Comes flying from one side and tries to swat the ball as Janvern trying to manipulate his way through traffic to get in there. Janvern misses the free throw with 1:38 to go. It is 9-3. The Cobblers by 6 on the State Farm scoreboard. Here's Buss now, hands the ball off to Cass. Cass, top of the key. Gives the ball to Pankritz. Pankritz, right side, they get it to Buss. He gets around the screen to the left. Gets in the paint, dishes off to Peterson, and we'll get a whistle, so it'll be a non-shooting foul. It looks like Curtis Hafer looking up his second. 16 fouls now. Curtis Hafer will exit. Coming in for him is going to be Isaiah Whiting, a 6'1 sophomore. He's really digging into the bench. Both teams early on this low-scoring affair. Here's Cass from the top of the key. Gets the ball. It'll go over to Buss. Buss shoots a long three-pointer. This one off the mark. A battle for the loose ball. And Totten, he tried to bounce the ball off of a Sturgis player. Instead, he just throws it out of bounds, it appears. Yeah, it looks like it. I thought the ball went over the scoreboard. I was waiting for them to make that call, but nobody made the call. So the Scoopers will hold on to the basketball. They get a new shot clock with 1:05 to go in the first quarter. They trail 9-3 to the Cobblers. Here's Ty and Buss around the screen to the top of the key. Man-to-man defense by Rapid City Central. Down low to Peterson. Peterson underneath the basket. Kicks it outside to Inhofer. Inhofer back to Peterson. Peterson, as he was knocked to the court, is going to be fouled. And Dyson Peterson goes to the free throw line for 2. He hit his elbow when he landed on the floor, but I think the inside-out game of Peterson on the inside and Buss on the outside can be that 1-2 punch that Sturgis needs. The problem is that they just can't seem to get it inside to him. The Cobblers are doing a great job of eliminating that and forcing them on the outside to push that ball. Peterson has 2 points in the ball game. He makes the first, misses the second. Now he's 2 for 4 from the free throw line. But the Scoopers will keep it alive. They chase down the loose ball. They get a new shot clock now. Then they trail by 5 in a low-scoring first quarter. This is Cass, the basketball being hounded by Jabrin. He drives to the corner. Now the ball is loose. It's going to be picked up by Beasley. He hands the ball to Jabrin. Pushes the ball ahead to Whiting. Whiting slashing the basket was Beasley, but stepping in the passing lane there was Peterson to knock it out of bounds. I'm for Coach A right now. Just that last possession by Sturgis, they were able to chase down that ball after that missed free throw, and that's got to be so frustrating for him. Here's Lowe the basketball, and this is going to be a travel called on Reno Lowe. Yeah, I think he changed his pivot foot is what happened on that one. But just, I mean, they played hard. It was kind of hard to tell when you go against Sioux Falls Roosevelt, just an incredibly athletic team. And I thought they played hard, but it just wasn't going to happen that night. So you think that if they could match that intensity that they played that night, even though they got destroyed, they could match that intensity tonight, they would definitely have success. But right now, they're just not playing that hard. 10 seconds left in this first quarter as the Scoopers hold to the final shot. They give it to Cass, down to 4 seconds now. Over the right side, Gleam to Buss. He puts up the shot, but Reno Lowe got a piece of it. And so that is the end of the first quarter on the State Farm scoreboard, insured by agents Scott Carlson and Matt McCormick. It's Rapid City Central 9, Sturgis 4.
at the end of the first quarter. We'll take a quick timeout here. We're back in 30 seconds right here on 106.7 FM, 1150 AM. Fox Sports Rapid City and foxsportsrapidcity.com, as well as GoCobblersLive.com.
Join the team and take on your legacy. Since 1862, the South Dakota Army National Guard has been ready to defend our freedom and our way of life. When our nation calls, we are there to help our friends, neighbors, and communities in the event of forest fires, floods, tornadoes, and severe winter storms right here in South Dakota. Now we want you to write the next chapter in our rich history of the South Dakota Army National Guard. Visit their Facebook and Instagram pages or nationalguard.com/SD.
You're listening to South Dakota High School basketball on Fox Sports Rapid City, presented by Black Hills Surgical Hospital Sports Medicine and powered by Physio.
Welcome back to Howard Nas Gymnasium on the campus of Rapid City Central High School with Dean Gurr. I'm Jerome Wickersham. We are back here at the Anytime Auto Sales Service and Detail broadcast booth as we get set for this second quarter. Rapid City Central has the basketball, leading 9-4. This game coming your way on Fox Sports Rapid City. Again, Wyatt Anderson, right side, gets the ball. It'll go to Isaiah Whiting. Now back out to Totten. Left side, they get it to Janren. Janren dribbles to the top of the key. Gives the ball to Totten along that right baseline. He'll shoot the jumper, and Cooper Totten, a nice jumper there, has 4 points, and it's the largest lead for Rapid City Central, 11-4 over the Scoopers.
Yeah, like I said, Cooper Totten, at moments, you think, oh, this guy can play some ball, and then there's this other times which he just doesn't even show up.
Man-to-man defense by Rapid City Central. Here's Dyson Peterson, the basketball. Peterson looking inside, but instead he'll give the ball to Leitenberg. Leitenberg, crossover dribble, pulls up at the free throw line, shoots the jumper, no good. Totten grabs the rebound, outlet pass to Janbrin. He'll give the ball to Beasley now. Right side to Anderson. Back to Totten on that right elbow. Over to Anderson, now getting the backdoor pass to Isaiah Whiting, but it's going to be knocked out of bounds, and it stays Cobbler basketball.
Yeah, I think that the Scoopers are really matching as far as the Cobblers go. I know it's an 11-4 game right now, but I think physically they are matching the Cobblers. They just have missed some golden opportunities.
Totten down low to Beasley. Beasley, fadeaway baseline jumper, no good. He almost kept it alive, but again, the Scoopers come away with it. Boss trying to work it down low to Peterson, but it's thrown a little too high for Dyson Peterson. Goes through his hands, goes out of bounds, and the Cobblers come away with it.
Dyson Peterson looks like he's worn out. And, yeah, I think they need to keep him in the game, but he has that look like he took a month off, and it's just, the appearance anyway, that he's just tired and not physically ready to play this game.
So 6:38 to go in the second quarter on the State Farm scoreboard. Rapid City Central leads Sturgis 11-4. Some other quick scores from earlier today. Again, Rapid City Central defeats Sturgis 55-39. Also, top-ranked Sioux Falls, Washington, all over Sioux Falls Jefferson tonight. 66-38 is your final. In overtime, it was Watertown 55, Yankton 52. Also, Sioux Falls Lincoln gets by Sioux Falls Roosevelt 47-35. The Lady Rough Riders, the only team in AA yet to find the win column. And then Brookings 10 better than Aberdeen Central tonight, 50-40. We'll have more scores throughout the course of the night right here on Fox Sports Rapid City. Here's Wyatt Anderson, the basketball. He's looking inside now, decides to drive on Peterson. Anderson kicks it outside. Janbrin shoots the three from the left wing and knocks it down. 5 points for Janbrin, who typically or normally would get the start, but he did not tonight. But he comes off the bench for 5 points for head coach T.J. Hayes' team. 10-point lead now for Rapid City Central. Peterson shoots the three, and a nice touch there by Dyson Peterson as he gives the Scoopers their first field goal in this ball game.
Yeah, they've had opportunities, just not able to get them.
Janren drives at the other end, in traffic, puts up the shot, no good. Beasley keeps it alive. He gives it to Anderson. Anderson in the paint, has the shot contested, no good. Scoopers come away with it. Here's Leitenberg on that far side. Sets up the Scooper offense. They go to Peterson on that left wing. Now in the left corner to Cass. Cass back out to Buss. Buss, they work it around the perimeter. Bleem over to Leitenberg. Leitenberg crossover dribble. Kicks it outside to Buss. Buss into that right corner. Now they go to Leitenberg. Leitenberg drives the right baseline. In trouble. And I think we're going to get a jump, and that's twice now. Gavin Leitenberg, you give him credit. He tries to drive, but he's driving amongst a lot of trees there. And he had one shot blocked, and this time a jump ball.
Right, and so it's 50-50 there. He does a great job of driving. You get the team to collapse on you, but you don't throw the ball up. You got to kick it out.
Here's Bleem in the low post. It'll be the basket +1 for Jake Bleem. That'll be his first field goal. The 6'9" junior. Again, he towers over everyone, and I think the Scoopers would like to maybe get him the ball more.
Yeah, absolutely. You got Bleem, you got Dyson Peterson there. They have an inside presence that can definitely take care of business in the paint, but right now they can't even hit the easy shot.
Here's the free throw by Bleem, and that one is good. He has 3 points now. 5:09 to go in the second quarter. 14-10 is your score. Rapid City Central at one point led by 10 points. Now they see that lead down to 4. Kale Meisman checks back in. Cooper Totten picked up his second, so he will exit. Here's John Suarez, also back in the ball game, gives it to Meisman. Meisman drives hard to the basket, pulls up, tries to bank it off the glass, no good. The rebound grabbed by Hayden Ederman. And we're going to get a whistle against the Cobblers. Isaiah Whiting with his first 9th team foul. So we're going to come back. We're in the bonus for the rest of this half.
And you see Coach Hay talking to Isaiah, look, they had the rebound. Let it go. Let's set up something. Instead, you just bailed them out. We're in a bonus situation. Put them on the line. They're doing a pretty good job of hitting those free throw shots, at least in the first half. That's probably the biggest thing is keeping it in the game right now.
Hayden Ederman, again, the 6'3" sophomore, hits the first free throw. Here comes the second free throw attempt. That one is good as well. The Scoopers as a team, it's like they've hit 7 of 9 free throws. Wyatt Anderson the basketball. It's a 14-12 Cobbler lead over Sturgis. 4:43 to go. Trent Farron, the 6'2" seniors, checked in. The ball's going to go out of bounds. Last touch, though, by the Scoopers.
I definitely thought that was a player control foul there, the way Wyatt Anderson ran over the Scooper player.
They get the ball into Meisman. He bounces it off his foot. Anderson picks up the loose ball. We'll get a blocking foul against the Scoopers. That's going to be on number 23, Connor Burnt, his second 5th team foul. Suarez, once again, will trigger it in along the right baseline. Suarez gets the ball into Meisman. In traffic, it's tapped out of bounds, and Meisman just couldn't handle the basketball, but again, he was double-teamed or trying to split a double team.
Yeah, absolutely. That's exactly where he was, and just couldn't handle it.
Scoopers with a chance to tie or take the lead now. Leitenberg gets the ball to Burnt. Now left side, they'll work it over to Leitenberg once again. Bounce pass down, low to Bleem. Bleem in that low post against Meisman. Puts up a little hook shot, and Jake Bleem knocks it down. He has 5 points, and the Scoopers have tied this ball game at 14 after being down by 10 points.
Yeah, no secondary help by the Cobblers on that one.
Anderson out to Meisman. Top of the key. Back to a pass to Anderson along the baseline. Back to Meisman. Again, Meisman. While the officials are going to talk, I think we'll see who it was last touched by. And it was the Cobblers who last touched the basketball.
Yeah, it was just Mikael Meisman kind of complaining that he got hit or something when the ball came off of him.
So now the Scoopers, again, with a chance to I think they need to reset the shot clock, though. It was down to 10 seconds. First team, we have the student sections behind us, so... And boy, are they fired up tonight. They are fired up tonight. And you look, this is 2 West River schools, Black Hills schools, it's Class AA. It's not quite the rivalry it is with Stevens, but it's got to be a good rivalry, though. I remember when I went to Sturgis, it was a good rivalry.
Of course it is. Yeah, maybe not quite the Sturgis Spearfish rivalry, but yeah. Your local team, competitive.
Inhofer, left side, gets it to Hederman. Hederman dribbles around the perimeter, top of the key now, being guarded by Meisman. He'll hand the ball off to Leitenberg. 15 seconds on the shot clock. Leitenberg, being guarded by Anderson, picks up his dribble, gives the ball to Bleem. The Bleem right side to Inhofer. Inhofer around the screen. 7 seconds now. Hederman pump fakes over to Inhofer. He'll shoot the three. Off the mark, no good. Cale Meisman grabs the loose ball. He's going to push the ball in the front court for the Cobblers. Meisman trying to go coast to coast, and a travel on Cale Meisman. So that's 3 turnovers for the Rapid City Central Cobblers on their last 3 possessions.
Yeah, Cale Meisman, he's just trying to make something happen. You could tell. So he gets across the midcourt, and he just absolutely puts on.
Oh, he was determined.
Yeah, he knew he was going to head to the rack, but instead he held on to the kind of bad dribble and took some extra steps and tried to explain himself to. Well, wait a minute. He explained back. Here's what you did, dude.
In this game coming your way on Fox Sports Rapid City, also on FoxSportsRapidCity.com and GoCobblersLive.com. So thanks for watching. They get the pass to Owen Cass, and Owen Cass knocks over Reno Lowe, and that's going to be a charge against Cass, his first 16th foul against the Scoopers.
And I'll tell you what's too bad, because Cass made a great inside-out little V-cut and had a shot right at the rack. He just needed to go around him. But, you know, he's a football player, so what did he do? I realize he's a quarterback, but he took on that linebacker.
Cass will exit as Aiden Hederman comes back in the ballgame. John Suarez now around the screen. Drives hard to the basket. It rims in and out, no good. Rebound grab by the Scoopers. Peterson. Peterson to Buss. Buss will work his way right in front of the scorer's table. Gets into the front court. They work it around. They give it to Peterson. Peterson drives hard to the basket. No good. He comes up short there, and the Cobblers come away with it. Again, we're tied at 14. Here's Anderson in the low post. Loses the basketball. And Buss comes away with it for the Scoopers. I'm not sure if he had the ball hit out of his hands or just barely lost it.
He was complaining about it, that's for sure.
Here's Wyatt Anderson, though, with the steal. Wyatt Anderson out the other end, going to get the layup. 7 points for Wyatt Anderson. 1:50 to go in the second quarter. It's the Cobblers 16, the Scoopers 14. And a hard-fought first half here in AA boys basketball action. Burnt back for a pass to Peterson, and Peterson puts it in for 2. Dyson Peterson now with 7 points in the contest. In fact, that was Ridge Inhofer with that backdoor pass.
Yeah, you can see that Sturgis is just breaking down the Cobbler defense right now.
They work the ball down to Lowe. Lowe gives the ball to Suarez. Suarez back to Anderson. Anderson in the paint from the top of the key, and he banks it in for 2. So Wyatt Anderson with 9 points.
But we had such a drought there early on, and now we got to score again. They've raised it for us.
1:05 to go before halftime. Here's Tyan Buss the basketball to Hederman. Back to Buss on the right wing. Right in front of the Cobblers bench. He gives the ball to Hederman, out to Inhofer, now to Peterson. Peterson wants to drive. Instead, he goes to Buss in that right corner, back out to Bleem. Now to Inhofer, back to Buss on the right wing. Buss gets in the paint, pump fakes, puts up the shot, it's blocked. It goes out of bounds, and it's going to stay Scooper basketball.
Again, Buss, I think, is a great shooter. His game is a perimeter game. Nothing he can't drive, but really his game is a perimeter. He had an opportunity. He didn't have the defender in his face. Instead, he drove past, he got by the defender there, but he goes right in the middle of the defense. They basically stood there and said, come on into my house. Just luring him in there.
Tyan Buss had 9 points in the contest against Rapid City Christian. All 3-pointers for his scoring. In the low post, Owen Cass puts up the shot, no good. It was contested. The Cobblers come away with it. This is Suarez now in the front court. Suarez to the right corner. They go to Hafer. Hafer dribbles out to the wing. Now gives it to Beasley. Beasley in that right corner. Back to Lowe. Lowe, right side jumper from about 15 feet is no good. And the Scoopers will have a chance to hold for the final shot if they choose. Here's Cass along the left baseline. The Leitenberg now. Very physical game as we sit courtside we can see how hard these teams are working. Lightenberg the bust in that right corner. Back to Lightenberg. Lightenberg on the right wing. And we're going to get a whistle against Rapid City Central.
I think that's going to be against Suarez, but yeah, definitely the intensity level has picked up. We talked about it earlier about both teams were kind of, neither one of them were working really, really hard, but I think that's really been ratcheted up here as, the shots fall off, and you get that extra shot of adrenaline going. You're up and down the court, you're trying to do things. It's just life. It's kind of the same reason why you see this a lot with players. They make a big shot, and then they pump themselves up. Let's go! They start yelling like that. I think just that energy just livens things up.
Gavin Lightenberg misses the first free throw, had a chance to tie. He can still bring the Scoopers to within one, and he does just that. 18-17 on the State Farm scoreboard. The Cobblers lead the Scoopers by 1. We're down to 4.1 seconds. Beasley will trigger it in. Gets the ball into Lowe to Suarez. Suarez puts it up at the buzzer. It is no good. And that's going to be the end of the first half. I think Coach Buss wanted a foul there as he had one of his players knocked down.
Yeah, and I agree with Coach Buss. I hate to say it was. He jumps in the air, releases the ball, and then lands on a guy who was standing there the whole time. That's my take on it.
So on the State Farm scoreboard, insured by Agent Scott Carlson and Matt McCormick. At halftime, it's the Cobblers 18, the Scoopers 17 in boys basketball action. We're back in 1 minute with our halftime show right here on 106.7 FM, 1150 AM. Fox Sports Rapid City and online at foxsportsrapidcity.com.
Everyone says they want to change the world.
But not everyone will.
We are not everyone.
Happy Honda Days! We have a special gift for you. We have as low as 0% on some of our most popular models. That's right, you could be driving a 22 Honda HR-V featuring Magic Seat with long and tall modes, allowing for gear up to 8 feet long and 4 feet tall. Or a Pilot with Cabin Talk. Talk to rear passengers with ease, both for just 0% or for just 1.9% for up to 5 years. Choose a 21 Honda Accord and get amazing gas mileage, 48 miles per gallon. We will see you soon at Denny Menhol, Rushmore Honda.
I'm Jerome Wickersham. This is the halftime show right here on Fox Sports Rapid City and foxsportsrapidcity.com. Also, thanks for watching on GoCobblersLive.com. Here at halftime, Rapid City Central leads Sturgis in a very hard-fought first half. Low scoring, but hard-fought first half in this boys game. 18-17 is your score at halftime. Again, the Cobblers led 9-4 at the end of that first quarter, and then at one point the Cobblers led by as many as 10 points. But you saw the Scoopers, they make a run there, and now we've got a 1-point game here at halftime, Dean.
Yeah, as the intensity level went up, I think so did finally the Scoopers wake up a little bit. They missed some easy shots early. If it wasn't for the foul shots, for them doing well at the line and getting to the line, the fouls by the Cobblers, we probably wouldn't be this close, just because their offense just wasn't there. But then it finally kind of started to wake up. Whatever that spark was, I don't know what it was. But all of a sudden they started moving the ball better on offense. They hitting some shots. It just livens things up. We even talked about this in the pregame for both teams. You hit a few shots, you got the momentum, you got life, and both clubs started hitting that, and it just turned into a different game. I was kind of starting to fall asleep there a little bit.
Again, 18-17 here at halftime. Looking at the scoring, first for the Cobblers, they only have 3 players in that scoring column in that first half. Wyatt Anderson with 9 points, 5 points for Jet Jadbrin off the bench tonight, and points for Cooper Totten. That's your 18 points from the free throw line. The Cobblers are just 1 of 2 from the free throw line tonight. For the Sturgis Brown Scoopers, they're led by Dyson Peterson with 7 points, 5 for Jake Bleem. So that inside presence doing it tonight for the Scoopers. 2 points for Hayden Etterman and 1 point for Gavin Leitenberg. What's keeping the Scoopers in this ball game, or what got them in this ball game, they are 8 of 11 from the free throw line, so definitely making or taking advantage of their time at the charity stripe.
Yeah, definitely. You know, that's what sometimes that's what you got to do. You know, they missed some easy shots early, and it kind of looked like it was going to get kind of stretched out, but the fouls by the Cobblers, you know, kept them in the game. But hey, there are 4 aspects of a basketball game: your offense, your defense, your transition game, and then your ability to hit foul shots. You can hit those. I think we talk about this all the time. You know, what is the difference in the game? Sometimes it's fouls, and of course, you know, at the moment, that's what's keeping Sturgis in. We'll see what happens in the second half.
Again, this is your halftime show on Fox Sports Rapid City and FoxSportsRapidCity.com. Dean, any adjustments would you make in the second half by either coach?
Well, it's kind of hard because both teams are kind of underachieving. They're just not doing things. I think the Cobblers need to, rather the Scoopers, just need to move the ball a little bit better and not run into just trouble. They did exactly what the girls' team did. You run right into trouble, and then, of course, you get stalled. You just know where to go. The Cobblers are kind of doing the same thing on their end of the court, but they're not getting really good looks. I think that the Cooper defense is doing a better job of frustrating the offense of the Cobblers, whereas I think for Sturgis, they just need to not put themselves in the situation that they are. So taking care of the basketball is going to be primo, obviously, for both sides. We talked about that coming in. So they need to do that. But I think for the Scoopers, they just need to do a better job of setting up an opportunity to get those looks. And when you got them, take them. You're there, you got to look, take it. You know, kind of like Coach Bertram said, hey, why wouldn't we shoot and take a potential of hitting it? If we miss, you know, oh, wow, we tried, versus just driving into nothing, turning it over, we don't even get a shot in the air. So I think for both clubs, that could be easily said, but definitely for Sturgis, they can't be doing that. Now, the Cobblers, on the other hand, they have to be able to just take care of the basketball in general. They're just, as they're moving around, they're just not getting a lot of good looks, and they've got some athletes. They just need to move the ball better. Just the turnovers again are just really killing their opportunity. And it isn't that they're running into the bad shots. It's just they just aren't even getting them as an opportunity. So they got to be able to move it better without turning it over.
And your score at halftime has Rapid City Central leading by 1 over the Sturgis Brown Scoopers, 18-7 on the State Farm scoreboard. Insured by agents Scott Carlson and Matt McCormick. We are going to take one final break here on our halftime show. We'll try to get some scores for you. We'll do that when we return in 1 minute, right here on 106.7 FM, 1150 AM, Fox Sports Rapid City and FoxSportsRapidCity.com.
Get away from it. Happy Honda Days. We have a special gift for you. We have as low as 0% on some of our most popular models. That's right. You could be driving a 22 Honda HR-V featuring Magic Seat with long and tall modes, allowing for gear up to 8 feet long and 4 feet tall, or a Pilot with Cabin Talk. Talk to rear passengers with ease, both for just 0% or for just 1.9% for up to 5 years. Choose a 21 Honda Accord and get amazing gas mileage, 48 miles per gallon. We will see you soon at Denny Menhold, Rushmore Honda. See dealer for details. Happy Honda Day.
Hi, this is Nate Brown reminding you to join the Nate Brown Show live weekdays from 4 to 6 p.m. It's Rapid City's sports talk show and Rapid City's only call-in radio show. With big-name guests from across the country to the local sports coverage you just can't get anywhere else. Join the conversation every weekday for thought-provoking sports talk. This is your show. Don't miss the Nate Brown Show from 4 to 6 p.m. on 106.7 FM and 1150 AM. And stream us all the time at FoxSportsRapidCity.com.
Switching is easy. We do it all the time. We switch on the lights. We switch the TV channels. Some of us switch partners while square dancing. Well, that's a stretch. But what's not a stretch is how you can switch and save with State Farm. I'm State Farm agent Scott Carlson right here in Rapid City, and I can switch you over and you can start saving today. Me and my team are ready to welcome you to the State Farm neighborhood. It's easy to switch and save. Just call me, State Farm agent Scott Carlson. Want the real deal? Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Over Sturgis 55-39 was your final there. Again, we'll take a look at some quick scores on our State Farm scoreboard while we have a chance here at halftime. In boys double A tonight, it was Mitchell, the fifth-ranked team, getting by Pierre TF Riggs 69-54. Number 4 Aberdeen Central over Brookings 67-56. It was Watertown edging Lincoln 48-46. And that looks like the only scores in boys double A tonight. Also, Mobridge Pollock over Crow Creek tonight, 66-43. As they start the third period, Lemon on top of Dupree, 47-25. Otherwise, I don't think we have a lot of local scores. I guess at the end of the first half, Hot Springs 32, Wall 28. That's in the West River tournament.
That is in there. Thankfully, they got that game.
Have they had trouble getting those games in this week?
Well, yeah, we had a cancellation on Tuesday night, the Hot Springs team, because the school went to online, virtual, whatever it's called, distance learning, whatever it's called nowadays. And so we didn't. They had to forfeit the game against Wall. The girls did. So tonight is the boys' turn, and then, of course, tomorrow they split them up and they do, the higher brackets and lower brackets and boys and girls all over the place between Newell and Hot Springs.
So again, hopefully we'll get some more scores before the end of our broadcast. So we're going to jump back into the action. We'll start this second half. Cobblers have the basketball going from right to left, but Gavin Leitenberg gets the steal. He goes coast to coast and makes it in for 2. 3 points now for Gavin Leitenberg, and the Scoopers, for just the second time tonight, they have the lead 19-18 over Rapid City Central.
Well, did we talk about that right away at halftime? We got to be able to take care of the basketball.
Anderson to Suarez, and we're going to get a whistle. Is this going to be against Wyatt Anderson?
He kind of looked at him like it was, and yes, we are. We're going the other way.
Wyatt Anderson knocks down Tyan Buss. So Anderson picks up his second. That'll be the first team foul against the Cobblers this half. And the Scoopers with that 1-point lead, they'll try to add to that as Leitenberg gets into the front court. The Scoopers go from left to right. They go to Cass, now to Buss. Picks up the ball, thrown at his feet. Passes to Leitenberg on that left wing. He'll shoot the three. This one rims in and out, no good. A battle for the rebound. Peterson had it. It's going to be a jump ball. Peterson had it for a moment. And Kale Meisman thought there was a foul, so Totten is kind of pushing him away so he doesn't say anything else.
Right, yeah, obviously he wears his emotions on his sleeve. And that's a great call. It was a jump ball first before the foul happened.
Jake Gleam posting up in the low post. He's going to get the basket +1. Jake Bloom now with 7 points and a chance to add to that lead for the Sturgis Scoopers.
And is that going to be on Meisman? This is on Meisman, and he's going to have to sit down here pretty quick, getting his third. And he's like, I'm trying my best out here. The thing is, you have to try and be wise about how you're doing things.
Bleed misses the free throw. He's 1 of 2 from the free throw line tonight. 6:57 to go in the third quarter, and the Scoopers with their largest lead of 3, 21-18 over the Cobblers. Cobblers have yet to score in this third quarter. Here's Todd in the basketball. He spins to his right. They're going to wave off the basket. We're going to get a foul against, I think, Jake Gleam.
Yeah, Totten got in there, and he went to spin one way, and they cut him off. And he tried to spin back the other way, and I think Gleam held on to him.
That's number 2 on Gleam, first team foul against the Scoopers. And hitting the floor hard was Cale Meisman. You can hear that thud as he catches the ball and was pushed.
Yeah, and Owen Cass, he kind of felt bad about it. He's like, he realized he did it. He stuck a hand out there, and Meisman didn't even reciprocate.
That's the second on Owen Cass. That'll be the second team foul. So Wyatt Anderson will trigger it in right in front of us here. or to our left. Anderson gets it into Suarez. Suarez dribbles around, hands it to Lowe. Lowe on that right wing, gets it to Totten in that right corner. Totten dribbles out to the wing now. Picks up his dribble, gives it to Anderson. Anderson on this left side. Anderson spins back to his left on the elbow. Has the ball knocked out of his hands. It's loose, and Peterson comes away with it. And Tyan Buss is down on the floor. They are going to stop. Because I think Tyan Buss maybe took an elbow to the face there.
Yeah, he took something. He came back. He came in to help double team as Anderson was trying to spin in the lane. And he got hit and went to the ground. Obviously, we didn't see what happened specifically exactly where the point of contact was, but he hit the ground right away. It wasn't much. There wasn't a lot of contact, that's for sure. And something right in his head. Thankfully, there was no blood or anything. But
so Tyan Buss hears it as he makes his way to the bench there. He will exit as Ridge Inhofer comes in for Tyan Buss as he gets checked out by the trainer. 6:18 to go in the third quarter. 21-18, the Scoopers leading the Cobblers here in boys basketball action on the State Farm scoreboard. Here's Leitenberg now in the front court. By the scorer's table, dribbles to this near side, gives it to Inhofer right in front of us. Inhofer back to Cass. Cass left side, Leitenberg on the left wing. He's looking inside. We see man-to-man defense by the Cobblers. He'll give the ball to Peterson. Peterson to Cass. Cass pump fakes, dribbles around the screen. Now gets it to Bleem in the low post. Bleem back to Cass. Now left side to Leitenberg. He'll put up the shot at the buzzer, and Gavin Leitenberg hits the jumper from the left wing. Ridge Inhofer got a piece of it as he knocks it out of bounds.
Wow, that was... I didn't think anyone wanted to take that shot as the clock was ticking down. You're like, is somebody going to take that? They had a couple of looks.
It was good ball movement by the Scoopers, but at some point someone had to take that shot, and it was Leitenberg who knocks down the jumper at the buzzer. Here's Anderson, and he's going to be fouled. He made a nice cut to the basket there, a backdoor pass from Reno Lowe, and Anderson goes to the free throw line.
Yeah, Peterson just kind of caught behind. You hear that coach is yelling all the time, stop chasing him, stop chasing him. Anderson got around Peterson.
Wyatt Anderson at the free throw line, makes good on the first. Anderson now a perfect 2 for 2 from the charity stripe, has 10 points overall. Again, the Scoopers lead 23-19. The Scoopers have led by as many as 5. Anderson makes both free throws. He has 11 points now. 23-20. Scoopers on top. Leitenberg the basketball. Spins back to his left. Bleem tries to save the basketball. Instead, he's going to knock it out of bounds. He went to try to just tap it out after the miss. Instead, it's going to go out of bounds.
Yeah, you're in a bad position. I thought he was kind of climbing on the back of the Cobbler. Either way, taps it out. You're hoping your team will bail you out by catching that.
Jandren gives the ball to Lowe. Lowe, top of the key, gives the ball to Totten. Totten on that right side. Back to Jandren now on the wing. Down low, they work it to Meisman. Meisman splits the defenders, and he's going to get the short jumper there. First basket for Cale Meisman, who got the start tonight for head coach TJ Hay,
but has sat a lot because of foul trouble.
Just a 1-point Scooper lead, 23-22. 4:45 to go in the third quarter. Leitenberg to Bleem, now down to Peterson, but it's knocked away. Cobblers come away with it. In transition, Jandren gives it to Lowe. Now the Cobblers set it up. Here's Lowe to Meisman. Backward pass to Jandren. He kicks it to Anderson in the corner. The three is good for Wyatt Anderson.
How about that one? It was Meisman who scored the previous possession, and he's the one who caused the turnover that got him back this direction again for this next shot.
25-23 is your score. The Cobblers retake the lead with 4:12 to go. Here's Inhofer, dishes off to Leitenberg in that low post. Leitenberg dribbles out to the corner. Now they work it around the perimeter. Peterson shoots the three. This one off the front of the iron, no good. Anderson grabs the rebound, gets the ball to Jandren. He'll work his way into the front court. Jandren down low to Meisman. Turnaround jumper off the glass. It's good for 2.
It's a great job. Meisman was posting up. Owen Cass, he sealed him in, made the spin. Great left hand.
Just like that, it's an 8-0 run by the Cobblers as they take the lead 27-23. And Coach Dearest says, I've seen enough. I need to stop this run by the Cobblers.
It's amazing. Basketball coaches are all like, you can just read their body language. I guess coaches in general, you can read how well the team's doing based on that body language.
It's a 30-second timeout, so we will keep it here. Again, on the State Farm scoreboard, insured by agents Scott Carlson and Matt McCormick. Rapid City Central on an 8-0 run, and they lead the Sturgis Scoopers here in this third quarter, 27-23. Both of these teams trying to get that second win of the year. The Scoopers 1-8 on the season, while the Cobblers are 1-5. The Cobblers' only win coming here at home against Douglas.
Yeah, you got to love basketball. Game of runs. You know, the Scoopers came out on fire, ready to go, and then the Cobblers, you just hit a couple of shots, and all of a sudden you come to life. You go from just dead to life so quickly.
Scoopers will have the basketball coming out of that timeout. They trail by 4 to the Cobblers. Here's Gavin Leitenberg around the screen to the right side. Gets the ball to Hederman, and we're going to get a push. Is that going to be Meisman with his fourth?
And he's pleading his case to Dwayne McPherson there about what he did. And that hurts. Obviously he was our player of the game last time for them against Sioux Falls Roosevelt. Just did some great stuff. And, he's just trying hard. He's a sophomore, and he's just out there trying hard to make plays. And
a 5-second violation. Gavin Leitenberg took too much time. And good defense there by the Cobblers as the Scoopers could not get the ball in, so a 5-second violation. So 3:32 to go in the third quarter. Still 27-23. The Cobblers leading the Scoopers in boys basketball action. Game coming your way on Fox Sports Rapid City. Thanks for joining us on this Thursday night. Anderson down low. They work the ball into Beasley. His shot is blocked. He gets it back. There's Lowe to basketball. Lowe has the ball off to Janvrin. Janvrin drives, and it's going to be a pushing foul against the Sturgis Scoopers.
And I think the Sturgis defense is continuing what it was in the first half, making it tough for the Cobblers to get a good look.
Number 2, Tanner Ortlieb checks in the ball game for the Sturgis Scoopers. Tanner, a 5'9" senior. Here's Beasley, the basketball. They'll get the ball out to Anderson. Anderson, back to a pass to Lowe, and Lowe to reverse. It's good for 2.
Finally, they're able to make some cuts, make some looks.
Ryan Buss back in the ball game, too, after he left momentarily for an injury. They give it to Hederman. Hederman, right side. That's going to be Burnt. Back out to Ortlieb. Ortlieb to Buss. Now left side to Hederman. Hederman on that left wing. Spins back to his right. Gives the ball to Bleem. Bleem over to Buss. 8 seconds on the shot clock. Buss in the paint. Kicks it outside. There's a 3 from Burnt. And it is a three-pointer for Connor Burnt. 29-26. This game stays close. The Cobblers winning by 3. Janvrin has the ball knocked out of his hands. It's saved, though, by Anderson to Totten, and Totten knocks down the long jumper. 6 points for the 6'5" junior. Ryan Buss. And we're going to get an illegal screen or pick there by Connor Burnt. That's going to be number 3 on Burnt, and the 5th Scooper team foul.
Boy, it was kind of hard to see. All I saw was 3 players, and then most of the Copper players just absolutely flew across the floor.
They're actually calling that on Ryan Buss. That's going to be his first.
Oh, wow.
So it must have been a push as they got around the screen there. Ridge Inhofer comes back in. He replaces Tanner Ortlieb for the Sturgis Scoopers. 2 minutes to go in this third quarter. 31-26. The Cobblers with the lead by 5. They've led by as many as 10. Out front now, this is going to be Todd in the basketball. Dribbles to that right corner. Picks up his dribble. Passes to Janvrin. Janvrin beats his defender. Now passes to Anderson. He'll shoot the 3. This one rims in and out. No good. Bleem chases down the loose ball. He'll give the outlet pass to Leitenberg. Leitenberg works his way into the front court for the Scoopers. Left side to Hederman on the left wing. And then the steal by Beasley. Beasley is tripped, though. Loses the ball. It goes out of bounds. No call by the official, and it's going to be Stuper basketball.
Yeah.
I don't know, maybe he just tripped over his own feet there.
Well, you're right. And I can totally see, I can agree with the Cobblers coach. You know, when a guy hits the floor, unless, like you said, unless he trips over his own feet or something like that. But it's hard to say that because you had a defender in the area.
You did. Leitenberg to Cass now, who's checked back in. Owen Cass the basketball. Cass bounce pass to Enhofer along that right baseline. Back out front to Peterson. He'll shoot the three. This one off the left side of the rim, no good. Javrin gets the ball from Totten, pushes the ball in the head to Lowe. Lowe along that left baseline. Gets the ball out to Beasley. Now Totten, top of the key. Totten hands the ball off. It'll go to Wyatt Anderson. 18 seconds on the shot clock, and that's going to be a blocking foul. That would be on Owen Cass. Owen Cass with his third Sturgis Cooper team foul number 6. Anderson will trigger it in front of the bench or in front of the scorer's table. They go to Lowe on the left wing, back to Totten. 40 seconds remaining in this third quarter. Here's Janren in the paint, puts up a tough shot, but he's going to bank it in for 2. That was a ridiculous shot. That shot by Janren. 7 points now for Jet Janren. Thought he's going to be folded like a taco. 7-point lead for the Cobblers, 33-26. And it appears that the Scoopers will hold to the final shot of this third quarter as the clock is down to 15 seconds. Here's the Enhofer, right side to Leitenberg. Leitenberg, bounce pass, goes to Blaine, but it's Reno Lowe who knocks it out of bounds. Scoopers still have 10 seconds to get a shot off. They trail by 7. They trailed by as many as 10, and then they've even had the lead in this third quarter. There's the ball into Enhofer. Again, Lowe. He's going to knock it out of bounds. Talk about the defense of Reno Lowe for the Cobblers.
Yeah, not making it easy here this last 10 seconds.
Leitenberg now, crossover dribble. Gets in the paint. Fadeaway jumper is short. No good. Lean trying to chase down the loose ball. Enhofer is going to shoot at the buzzer, and it's good by Rich Enhofer. Wow.
Nice job by Enhofer. You know, the Leitenberg got that shot off enough. Obviously, the offensive rebound kept it alive, so this was missed opportunities now for the Cobblers, and they're just hanging around.
They absolutely are. At the end of the fourth quarter on the State Farm scoreboard, insured by agent Scott Carlson and Matt McCormick, Rapid City Central 33, Sturgis 29. We're back with fourth quarter action right here on 106.7 FM, 1150 AM. Fox Sports Rapid City and FoxSportsRapidCity.com. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
Here's we do it all the time. We switch on the lights, we switch the TV channels. Some of us switch partners while square dancing. Well, that's a stretch. But what's not a stretch is how you can switch and save with State Farm. I'm State Farm agent Scott Carlson right here in Rapid City, and I can switch you over and you can start saving today. Me and my team are ready to welcome you to the State Farm neighborhood. It's easy to switch and save. Just call me, State Farm agent Scott Carlson. Want the real deal? Like a good neighbor? State Farm is there.
Rapid City. You're listening to South Dakota High School basketball on Fox Sports Rapid City, presented by Black Hills Surgical Hospital Sports Medicine and powered by Black Hills Orthopedic and Spine Center.
Welcome back to the Anytime Auto Sales Service and Detail broadcast booth, sales service, and side-by-side. With Dean Gurr, I'm Jerome Wickersham. We get set to start this fourth quarter with Rapid City Central leading 33-29 over the Sturgis Scoopers. It's going to be Cobbler basketball now. That's Lowe to Todd in the right corner. Then Beasley slashing to the basket. Shot's no good. The ball is tapped around. Pankratz comes away with it. He'll get the ball out to Leitenberg. So the Scoopers come away with it. They hit that 3 at the buzzer of the third quarter. Now trying to maybe go on a little run here. Owen Cass drives hard to the basket, and he's going to get the basket +1. Just the first field goal of the game for Owen Cass, just his 4th point, but a chance to bring the Scoopers to within 1.
Yeah, he did a great job, got that first foot. Then you got the defender behind him, and of course, that's exactly where you want, because they're going to try to reach out, they try to swat the ball type of thing, and they just couldn't keep up with Cass, who did a great job busting through the hole. He's 3 for 3 from the free throw line now, has 5 points overall, and it's a 1-point Cobbler lead, 33-32 with 7:25 to go. Anderson drives, and he's going to bank that high off the glass. I think he even stumbled a little bit. He got stumbled. That was a totally off-balance shot. 16 points now for Wyatt Anderson to lead all scorers. Here's Peterson into the right corner. Leitenberg shoots the 3. This one a little too hard, no good. Peterson grabs the rebound, but he misses it, and so Cooper Totten comes away with it. He'll give the ball to Suarez. He crosses the timeline. They go to Beasley, now left side to Anderson. Anderson on the left wing, gets it to Totten. Totten in the low post on that right side. Spins to the baseline, puts up the jumper, no good. It's a battle for the rebound. You have bodies flying everywhere, and it'll stay Cobbler basketball. Here comes Jake Green checking back in. As Carson Pankratz will check, or go back to the bench for the Scoopers. So now they got the height in the game. They should be able to do something in the rebounding area. I think if they just put a body on a body, I think they have a lot of success. Beasley to Suarez, back to Beasley, and Beasley with position, puts it in for 2. Beasley, I see him flash every once in a while. Some kind of greatness here. That's 2 points now for Keyshawn Beasley. At the other end, the Scoopers have the basketball. That's Peterson. To Bleem, now to Leitenberg in the right corner. Leitenberg to Cass. He's going to go. Cass wants to drive, gives the ball to Leitenberg. Leitenberg pulls up, shoots the jumper. This one a little too strong, no good. Beasley the rebound for the Cobblers. To Suarez, ahead to Anderson in the front court. Anderson hesitates and now drives hard to the basket, draws contact, and Wyatt Anderson will make a trip to the charity stripe. Yeah, you get that in high school basketball. You got a body behind them, and especially the lower levels, you don't keep your feet going. You get the guy drives behind you, and you're trailing him. And instead of just letting him go after the shot, you try to make this amazing play when you're clearly behind him. So unless you got these mega arms, you're not going to make that play. If you got a smart player who's got by you, they've got the body lean, what it takes, and you're just not going to. You're going to get that foul every time, and you just got to learn. That's one of the growing pains of learning of backing off a little bit here. Wyatt Anderson makes 1 of 2 free throws. That gives the Cobblers a 6-point lead now, 38-32, with 5:55 to go here in the fourth quarter. Here's Hatterman the basketball, right side to Inhofer. Inhofer fakes right, drives to his left, pulls up. 7-foot jumper is short. Beasley to Suarez, now to Anderson in the front court, right in front of the Cobbler bench. To Totten, now left side to Lowe. Lowe on the left wing, looking inside for Beasley. Gives the ball to Beasley. He backs his way in. Now he's going to kick it outside from the right elbow. It's Cooper Totten who knocks down the jumper. 8 points in the ball game for Totten. Yeah, I don't think the offense is flowing the way Coach Hay wants, so he's going to get a timeout. He's going to talk about it. They got to be able to make the move. Obviously, once you've got an 8-point lead here, he wants to be able to kind of keep things together. With 5:25 to go in the fourth quarter on the State Farm scoreboard, it's the Cobblers 40, the Scoopers 32. We'll step aside for a 30-second timeout right here on 106.7 FM, 11:50 a.m. Fox Sports Rapid City and foxsportsrapidcity.com.
Toyotathon is on with great year-end deals from your favorite Toyotas. 2022 Highlander, Camry, 4Runner, and Tundra. Every new Toyota comes with Toyota Care. The value of Toyota just keeps getting better. See you at Denny Menholt Toyota, Rapid City. Toyotathon is on with great year-end deals from your favorite Toyotas. 2022 Highlander, Camry, 4Runner, and Tundra. Every new Toyota comes with Toyota Care. The value of Toyota just keeps getting better. See you at Denny Menholt Toyota, Rapid City.
You're listening to South Dakota High School basketball on Fox Sports Rapid City, presented by Black Hills Surgical Hospital Sports Medicine and powered by the Rehab Doctors.
Welcome back to Howard Dodge Gymnasium on this Thursday night. We are courtside at the Anytime Auto Sales Service and Detail broadcast booth. with Dean Gurr. I'm Jerome Wickersham. Scoopers have the basketball, trailing by 8 with just a little better than 5 minutes to go in this ball game. Leitenberg, the basketball, gets around the screen to the right side as the Scoopers go from left to right. Leitenberg to Inhofer, back to Leitenberg. 15 seconds on the shot clock. Burnt, back to Inhofer. Now to Hederman. As they work it around, they get it to Vleem in the low post. Vleem in some trouble. Gets the ball out to Hederman. The loose ball is going to be picked up by Lowe. The ball is loose, and you have players diving for it. Who last touched it? It looks like it's going to stay Cobbler basketball. Lowe gets up limping a little bit as well.
Yeah, definitely some sloppy basketball. Just can't get it. Looks like a volleyball. Sometimes you got the beach volleyball there. No, a beach ball for a volleyball just kind of floats around there. You're like, come on, somebody grab the ball.
Cooper Totten the basketball, gives it to Anderson. Anderson dribbles around the perimeter. Gets to the top of the key, back to Totten. Totten being guarded by Blaine. Cross-court pass, but Connor Burt steps in. He'll intercept the pass, goes coast to coast, draws contact, and Connor Burt gets up real slow as he and Cooper Totten collide at the other end.
Yeah, I don't know if he got a knee to the thigh or something like that. Totten got airborne on that one.
He did.
Definitely, but, just tried to make a play where you need to, and you just don't quite have the basketball experience to be able to read that and come off on the right time. Obviously, that's how you get it. You learn at this level, but just goes to show that what the work the Cobblers have to do.
Connor Burt hits the first free throw, has 4 points overall. As for Cooper Totten, that's his third 15 foul against the Central Cobblers. 4.5 minutes to go.
Meisman back in on this one. See what he can do here. This is a 6-point game.
Burt makes both free throws. 40-34. Cobblers on top of the Scoopers on the State Farm scoreboard. Here's Lowe. He's going to shoot the quick three. This one is in and out, no good. Suarez had the ball, loses it. Totten picks it up, and he puts it in for two. For a big guy, Cooper Totten has the nicest touch I think I've seen.
He does, and he's definitely the majority of their offense right now.
He has 10 points overall. It's 42-34, back to an 8-point lead for the Cobblers. 4 minutes left in this contest. Here's Cass for the Scoopers. He decides to drive hard to the basket, and he banks it in for two.
Yeah, good job. And he recognized right away, I've got Meisman, who's got 4 fouls right in front of me. I'm going after him, and Meisman just backed up and said, it's yours, take it, man.
7 points for Owen Cass. Cobblers with the basketball. Bounce pass down low to Meisman. Meisman out to Anderson. Anderson top of the key. Anderson back to Meisman. Meisman in the low post on that left side. Trying to get it to Totten. He had nowhere to go with the basketball, and Peterson gets the steal. Peterson to Cass. Cass in the front court. Over to Inhofer. Now back to Cass. Cass to Hederman. Back to a pass to Burnt. Then in the left corner, they go to Peterson. Peterson to Hederman. Out to Inhofer. Again, they work it down low. That is going to be Peterson. But as they travel on Dyson Peterson, so again, we saw some great ball movement by the Scoopers. A lot of passes, but they come up empty on the scoreboard.
Yep, and that's exactly what you need against the zone defense that the Cobblers have settled into here. Good passing, good ball movement, getting them to shift around. I think they maybe won a little extra pass. They had an open guy in the corner over there. I thought maybe he might take that one, instead try to force it inside.
John Suarez in the front court to Cooper Totten, now right side to Lowe. Low on that right corner, down low, they get it to Meisman. Meisman, double team, puts up the shot, and we're going to get another foul against the Sturgis Scoopers.
Definitely Meisman. When he gets the ball on the inside, you know he's smelling the twine. he wants to go after it. You know that. I think the Scoopers know that too. They quickly double team him right away, making it tough on him. If he could just complement that by finding someone on the perimeter, he's got people closing in on it. He's drawn enough respect. I think they watched the film from this last weekend. He's drawn enough respect that if he can just kick that out and they can get a shot from the perimeter.
Meisman misses both free throws, but the ball bounces back to Totten. Now they get it back to Meisman, and Meisman banks it in for two. So he's not hitting the free throws, but he has 3 field goals for 6 points. And the Cobblers lead by 8, 44-36 on the State Farm scoreboard.
He definitely knows how to post up.
Well, he had a lot of practice with his older brother.
Yeah, that's the only way to survive, right?
Yeah. Here's Connor Burt now. Again, a scooper made a cut, and he throws it behind his teammate, and it goes out of bounds.
Yeah, now kind of getting down to the nitty-gritty now, this low-scoring affair. You got to be able to put something in and not turn the ball over.
2 minutes and 24 seconds remaining. 44-36, Cobblers on top of the Scoopers. Anderson looking inside for Meisman instead. Totten. Now they go to Meisman. Turnaround jumper. This one is in and out. No good. Hederman the rebound. Outlet pass to Leitenberg. They go back to Hederman on this near side. Hederman gives the ball to Bleem. Bleem being guarded by Totten. Gives it back to Hederman. Aiden Hederman. And here's a steal almost stolen by Meisman. And I think Garris Buss is going to take a timeout.
Yeah, he's got to set something up here. 20 seconds left on the shot clock. He's only down by 8, but he's got to come away with something here. If you don't, the Cobblers come back the other way, you're up to a double-digit lead. He's got to be able to hold on to it right here.
The Scoopers desperately need some points at this moment of the ball game. With 1:58 to go in the fourth quarter on the State Farm scoreboard, Rapid City Central leads Sturgis 44-36. We'll step aside for 30 seconds right here on 106.7 FM, 1150 AM. Fox Sports Rapid City and FoxSportsRapidCity.com.
Great year-end deals from your favorite Toyotas. 2022 Highlander, Camry, 4Runner, and Tundra. Every new Toyota comes with Toyota Care. The value of Toyota just keeps getting better. See you at Denny Menholt Toyota, Rapid City. Toyotathon is on with great year-end deals from your favorite Toyotas. 2022 Highlander, Camry, 4Runner, and Tundra. Every new Toyota comes with Toyota Care. The value of Toyota just keeps getting better. See you at Denny Menholt Toyota, Rapid City.
Rapid City. You're listening to South Dakota High School basketball on Fox Sports Rapid City, presented by Black Hills Surgical Hospital Sports Medicine and powered by Physio.
Welcome back to the Anytime Auto Sales Service and Detail Broadcast booth. Jerome Wickersham and Dean Gurr with you on this Thursday night. Just under 2 minutes to go in this contest. The Cobblers lead the Scoopers 44-36 in boys basketball action. Scoopers have it. Peterson, top of the key, right side to Owen Cass. Cass on that right wing. Dribbles to the right baseline. Fadeaway jumper is off the mark. No good. It's a battle for the rebound. It was Meisman and Peterson, and I think Peterson's going to get called for his fifth.
Boy, that hurts an opportunity in a place here where you got to be able to keep the Cobblers out of the net, and you got to be able to get the rebounds that you need to have him sit down. Is huge. Now, surprisingly, maybe something's going on. Ty Buss is not in the game. I'm thinking he's their biggest shooter. I mean, I could be wrong. I don't know the club that well, but...
And Meisman misses the free throw. Meisman is 0 for 3 from the free throw line. Again, Dyson Peterson is out of the ball game as he fouls out with 7 points for the Scoopers. Aiden Hederman in the ball game to Burke. Burke drives hard. Passes to Hederman. Now out to Bleem. Bleem gets in the paint. Puts up the scoop shot. No good. Meisman grabs the rebound. He'll bring it into the front court for the Cobblers. He'll try to go coast to coast, and it's going to be a charging foul on Cale Meisman, and that's going to be number 5 on the sophomore.
Yeah, again, we've already talked about this earlier this quarter. The determination he has it. He wants to go to the rack. It's like shopping for him. He's got to go to the rack, and he doesn't want to go to the sale. He wants the good stuff.
That's 6 points for Cale Meisman as he's going to take a seat on the bench tonight. Again, he battled foul trouble throughout this ball game, and now he is fouled out. So they wave off the basket by Meisman. Scoopers have it. We're down to the final minute 5, and it's an 8-point Cobbler lead. Driving is Hederman. Baseline jumper is good for Aiden Hederman.
And the problem is, who's going to shoot the ball? Is it going to be Cass? Is it going to be Leitenberg?
And Jake Bleem knocks it out of bounds, so it'll stay Cobbler basketball. But I'm surprised, like you are too, Ty Buss not in the ball game. You know, he was fit earlier, right? But again, we don't know if he's injured or if he just again, he's on the bench though right now.
Yeah, he's kind of like stepping back. It isn't like he's like actively participating. He just kind of like So I don't know if that injury to the head, now he's got a headache or something, but he's kind of holding himself back and not really participating here. But boy, they missed this because they need a big shot here, down by 6. Looking for something big. So that leaves you with Owen Cass and Lightberg if you're talking about a perimeter shot, which is what the Cobblers, more than likely are going to give you. They're not going to give you something inside. Lead is another option. He gives you a little bit of an inside skate, but he's got to be able to do something with Wiseman not being in. Maybe you can find a good matchup there for him. For the Cobblers, they're just going to want to work the ball around. And they want to chew up as much clock as they can. With 51.7 seconds remaining, and the Cobblers lead 44-38. It will be Cobbler basketball coming out of this timeout. Yeah, now you're going to see kind of Sturgis is going to try to gamble a little bit. Wyatt Anderson will trigger it in. Just to the left of us here, courtside. Gets it into Suarez. Suarez in the backcourt. He's closely guarded by Hederman, and they're going to get a hand-checking foul on Aiden Hederman. That's his first 10th team foul, so we're looking at a double bonus situation coming up now for the Cobblers. Yeah, I got a feeling we might get strung out here a little bit here. You need to go to bed. You got to wake up early tomorrow morning. You got to work. Hey, stick around. John Suarez scoreless in this contest. He's not attempted a free throw. He's now at... It is short. Overall, the Cobblers have not shot well from the free throw line. Here in this fourth quarter alone, the Cobblers are just 1 of 6 from the free throw line. Here comes the second free throw by Suarez. It is in and out, no good. The ball is loose, and Lightenberg comes away with it. They get it down low to Bleem. Bleem kicks it out to Lightenberg. Now right side to Cass. He'll shoot the three. This one off the mark, no good. Totten chases down the loose ball. He's caught in the corner, and he's going to be fouled there by either Cass or Connor Burnt. Why didn't Bleem take that? I realized he had Anderson there, but why didn't he make a move or something? It's not like you have a lot of time. He kind of held it instead of getting it. If you're not going to do it, kick it back out. Instead, he kind of held it and looked around. I'm a little bit shocked at that. He made a couple of plays earlier. Looked like he can work around the rim, but so Cooper Totten at the free throw line, and Cooper, this is his first trip as well. He's going to make good on that. He makes the first free throw. Jet Jadrin will come in as John Suarez exits the Bears. Also, Carson Pancratz and Tanner Ortlieb will come in. 34.8 seconds to go. It's a 45-38 Cobbler lead. We'll have our post-game show coming up at the conclusion of this broadcast. And it is good for Cooper Totten. He has 10 points now. And it was a mistake by the table here. I heard a horn go off there. And I think Coach Buss doesn't like it. He's like, look, I got my guys. They got a fast break opportunity here, and we just got the horn killed it. Here's Lightenberg now. Lightenberg, crossover dribble, gets in the front court, gives the ball to Cass. Cass, he'll drive, puts up the shot off the glass. No good, a little off-balance shot. Totten grabs the rebound. Totten is going to be fouled, and Cass will pick up number 5. Owen Cass is out of this ball game. And I think Coach Buss in that last substitution, he wanted to get some guys in here so Cass wouldn't foul out because he's like one of the players that you need to make an opportunity. I think that's kind of put the clamp on, a finishing touch on tonight. Owen Cass will exit with 7 points. We're down to the final 20 seconds and an 8-point Cobbler lead. Totten misses the free throw again. I have him with 10 points in the ball game. And the second free throw is good. Misses the first, makes the second. 47-38, and a steal by Reno Lowe, and that's going to do it. 10 seconds left, and it looks like Lowe
gets into the front court. He'll just have to dribble out the basketball. Down to 5 seconds now. And the Cobblers will get win number 2. That's going to be your ball game. The final score on the State Farm scoreboard, ensured by agent Scott Carlson and Nat McCormick. It's Rapid City Central 47, the Sturgis Brown Scoopers 38. So again, with the win, the Cobblers improved to 2-5 on the year, while the Sturgis Brown Scoopers dropped their 4th straight. They will now be 1-9 at the midway point. We're going to take a break. We'll be back in 1 minute with the post-game show right here on 106.7 FM, 1150 AM. Fox Sports Rapid City and FoxSportsRapidCity.com.